Welcome back to episode 2 of the Split Screen Podcast. We're back with another video, and today we are going to be recapping our fantasy football draft. We just had our redraft league. We just drafted very recently. We're going to go through the full draft, the first 9 rounds. We're not going to bore you with the whole entire draft. And then, as well, me and Connor are both going to give our team rankings, all 12 teams. We're going to go in depth on who we thinks has the best chance to win the league, pretty much.
All right, let's get into it.
You
All
want to
right,
kick things off? You could talk about the first round a little bit.
sure. Uh, First round, Jahmyr Gibbs at 1 and Bijan, both, the obvious choices.
Yeah,
It's
pretty
just the order.
typical 1-2. I mean, I would think, in my opinion, the top 8 picks, how we did it in our league, this is kind of typical for what happens. It's usually in some order,
Yeah.
these first 8. But
I
yeah,
low-key
I
like
mean,
Bijan more though, but I mean you can't go wrong. I'm not
Gibbs
gonna
or
lie.
Bijan, yeah, it's like you pick your choice. I mean,
Yeah.
that's the top 2, and I think 3, 4, and 5 is similar.
Yeah.
I think that's probably the next group of 3. You could
All
kind
those
of go in any
receivers will be
order there.
good.
Yeah, I mean, I think JSN's probably the clear 3, but I mean, JSN's obviously not going to be a bad pick.
Yeah. Then
Um,
McCaffrey. McCaffrey's a little scary, but
just yeah, I mean, but the upside is just so high.
yeah.
Like you kind of just have to.
Yeah.
I mean, last year you took him in the second round and won the whole league because of it.
I mean,
So
yeah, that'll that'll work.
yeah, so I
It's a
mean,
good risk.
you have to take the risk.
Yeah.
St. Brown is like the opposite though. He's pretty much the safest player in the
Yeah.
entire fantasy draft. He just always is healthy. Scores a bunch of touchdowns because he's on the lines. I mean, it's just like you can't even miss with that. That he's like
Hmm.
safer than Gibbs or Bijan almost, just
Yeah.
because running backs get injured more.
Hmm. And Jonathan Taylor, he's kind of like McCaffrey. Yeah, like a little bit. He was
I
insane
mean,
last year.
he was really good. He was good. He was better until Daniel Jones got hurt. Then he kind of tanked a little bit,
Yeah.
but it's still. I mean, he's still the focus of that entire offense.
Yeah.
I think pick 9 is where this draft really got interesting. A-Chain going a little bit higher
That's a
than I
little
thought.
high. Yeah.
Yeah. Um, it's not terrible. It's not
Yeah.
like a huge reach though, but I would have probably taken a few guys over him.
Yeah. For
Um,
sure. James Cook definitely, or maybe even
James
Genty.
Cook, yeah. I would have taken Genty. I would have taken
Mm,
CeeDee Lamb, Justin
Chase
Jefferson, James
Brown
Cook over
maybe.
him. I don't think
It's a bit of a
so.
reach.
Um, yeah, so I mean the first round though, it's pretty solid. I mean there's not really any misses you can see. We got
Yeah.
X's for picks that we think are misses and then checks for picks we think are value. And you got a good start to the second round with CeeDee Lamb
Yeah.
falling. I did not
Yeah.
expect.
I was not expecting CUM. I was thinking I'm either getting Jefferson or like I don't know. I was thinking maybe James Cook, but then you took him, which
Yeah,
that was a good pick.
I was really between CeeDee Lamb and James Cook, so the fact that he fell all the way
I
down to
know.
you in the second round, that was pretty. And I would have taken CD over Jefferson just because the offense is better. But
Yeah.
I mean Jefferson's kind of he probably does have the higher ceiling than CD Lamb, but
Yeah.
I think Genty at 14 was a really good pick. I was really hoping he would fall to me. I'd pick 15. That's who I wanted. I wanted to start with 2 running backs, but ultimately he went 1 pick before me, which
Hmm.
sucked. But I got Drake London, which I'm not mad at.
Yeah, he'll be good.
He was my number 15 player, so like it kind of made sense to take him there.
Hmm.
Then we had 2 back-to-back picks. I don't understand either of these
Yeah.
really.
Pickens is just way too early. Like, I guess he was good last year, but wasn't CD hurt for like most of the year?
Yeah, CD was out for I think he was out for like 2 4-week stretches, I want to say. I mean, he
Yeah.
missed like almost half the season. Pickens really got his numbers boosted by that. I don't understand how you can take Pickens over Nico Collins, AJ Brown, even like I mean, I don't know. I mean, especially those two though. I don't understand how you can take them.
Yeah.
And then especially over like some of the running backs too, like Chase
Yeah.
Brown, Saquon.
Hmm.
I wouldn't take him over any of them. And then it's kind of the same thing with Jeremiah Love. I don't know how you take Jeremiah Love with the fact that the offense is so bad in Arizona and he's a rookie, so he's still unproven. I don't know how you
Yeah.
don't take Chase Brown or Saquon, specifically those two over him.
I'd even
You
take
can make the
Kenneth Walker,
argument.
honestly.
Yeah, I would agree. I mean, you can make the. I was gonna say, you can make the argument to take Love over Derrick Henry and Kenneth Walker, but I
Mhm.
don't think there's really any argument for Chase Brown or Saquon. So I don't understand that.
Yeah.
Um, and yeah, you can kind of see how high we are on Chase Brown. There's like we have the check mark there. I think
Uh-huh.
that was pretty good
It's a
value to
great
get him
pick.
at pick 20. I was considering him at 15, but falls all the way to 20.
Mhm.
Um,
Um, then Trey
I
McBride,
think
Saquon, those are both good.
yeah, Derrick Henry, he'll be fine. I mean, I don't know how much more he has
Yeah,
left
he's
in him.
just a
I can't
little
expect
old.
him to get much better, but he should be good for this year. And then we had a little bit of a receiver run to close out the second round. I personally wouldn't take Rashee Rice over AJ Brown. I don't know about you, but just
Um, I don't know. I think they're pretty close. I would have probably taken
yeah,
AJ Brown.
I think just because of the risk
I
with
don't hate
Rashee
Rasheed
Rice,
Rice though.
he gets injured, he gets arrested. Like there's just a
Yeah,
little
but
bit
when
more
he's
of a
healthy,
risk.
he's insane.
He is, yeah. So I mean, I'm not hating on the pick. It's all very close right there.
Yeah,
Third round, I think Kenneth Walker
that's
was
a
a
amazing pick.
great pick at 25. I don't really
That's
know how he
insane.
fell that far.
Yeah.
Um, Zay Flowers maybe like a little bit early, but I can
I don't hate
understand. I
it.
mean, he was pretty solid last season.
Mhm.
I probably would have taken Olave ahead of him, but he was probably the next best
Yeah.
option at receiver. Um, Kyron, just a safe player there.
Yeah.
I think getting Brock Bowers that much later than Trey McBride. I
That's
mean,
actually
I would
pretty
rank
insane.
them very similarly.
Yeah.
The fact that he got him 11 picks after,
Yeah, that's great
I
value.
feel like there's some value there.
Yeah. Whoa, Josh Jacobs. Did you hear what's like happening with him? With like, what's happening? He's gonna get arrested
Yeah,
or something?
yeah, I'm not sure if there's like talk that he might get a suspension, but I don't know. It kind of reminds me of the Quinshon Judkins situation
Oh
from last
yeah.
year where he was like he might have gotten suspended, but it never ended up happening. Josh Jacobs, I feel like it could be a similar thing, but if he plays, he's going to be
Yeah.
really
He's a
good,
great running
I'd
back.
assume.
Yeah. Um,
Um, I
Igbuka's
mean,
a good pick,
Ibuka
I
makes,
think.
yeah, he had a weird season last year because he started off so well and then kind of just
Yeah.
faltered off by the end. I personally don't like the Garrett Wilson pick here. I know you're a little bit higher on Garrett Wilson,
Yeah,
but
I think that's fine. Honestly, I wouldn't go to X, but
I just the fact that you're taking him over Devonte Smith, who was there, we'll
that
get
is
to some of the
true.
other guys, but like T. Higgins was available still, even like Lad McConkey, Tet McMillan.
That's
I just
true.
think Garrett Wilson's
I think
yes, he's the only option there, but like the
mhm,
Jets are just such a bad offense. It's like
that's true.
I just can't get
That's true.
behind taking him over some of those guys.
Yeah, I think you gotta take Devontae Smith. He's wide
For
receiver
sure
one.
him. Yeah.
Like, I don't know, man.
And
That's kind of crazy to me.
and he's been Devonte Smith has shown he's like capable of being the wide receiver one because AJ Brown's missed some time and Devonte Smith's gotten like a 2, 3, 4 point boost when AJ Brown's been out of the lineup. So now he's gonna have to. And I know they drafted Makai Lemon, but I mean Devonte Smith's the clear number one option, I would
Hmm.
think. So that value there, I was really. Here's my thought process. I was going to take him at 34. I
Yeah.
was really close to doing that. The problem was it was Javonte Williams and Brees Hall, and then in my opinion, there was a huge running back drop off after that.
Yeah, I
So
agree.
I felt like I had to just take one of them and then just hope that Devonte Smith, T. Higgins, some of the other receivers fell back to me, which we could go to the next round, the fourth round. But I did get Ted McMillan. I was hoping for T. Higgins. You picked him. That was a
Yeah.
great pick.
Yeah.
Um, but like Ted McMillan, Lad McConkey, T. Higgins, I would have been fine with any of them.
Yeah,
So
there's
I
so
got
many
one of
good
them.
receivers and like the third and fourth round, I feel like.
Yeah, this turn is just filled
That's
with
why
them.
I think it was good that both of us picked running backs in like our third round pick.
Yeah, exact. Like the fall off. I
'Cause
mean,
like look now, there's like I mean there I guess there's a few, but like I don't know.
it's crazy. I would say ETN is actually after Javante and Brees, the next running back I would have picked would be ETN, and
Yeah,
he
I don't know
fell
how he fell that far.
all the way down to the bottom of the fourth. I don't understand that at all.
Yeah.
I mean, I understand Kamara's back, but like Kamara's aging out.
Yeah. Kamara's I
He
think
wasn't,
yeah, Kamara's not gonna be
Kamara
that
wasn't,
good.
Kamara wasn't anything last year, and they had Devin Neal. They just paid Travis Etienne so much money to come
Yeah.
in. He's definitely going to be the starter. I just don't know. Yeah, I don't like the Quinshon Judkins pick either.
Really?
Just a
Was that early?
like here's the Yeah, I think it's early because Quinshon Judkins, first of all, he's on the Browns, so they're not going to score a lot of
Yeah.
touchdowns. And last year we saw this. He didn't catch the ball. And in a PPR league, you kind of need your running back to be able to do that. The Browns are going to be losing. I would assume they're going to be losing games more often than winning just because they're that bad. I don't think they're going to be scoring that much. And if you're losing games, kind of forces you to have to pass a little bit more.
Hmm.
And if Quinshon Judkins isn't catching passes, he's not going to get those receptions. I don't think he's going to score that much touchdowns. I'd rather have Scattaboo. I'd rather have Bucky Irving. I'd rather
Hmm.
have maybe even, I mean, clearly ETN. I'd rather even maybe have DeAndre Swift, David Montgomery than him.
Yeah.
I don't know if
I
that's
would.
crazy.
I agree.
I think we could almost give the green check to Malik Neighbors there at 41 now. Because
Yeah.
did you hear
Isn't
that?
yeah, he's like healthy now.
Yeah, he might get cleared for week 1, which I
Dude.
did not expect that at all. I thought it was gonna be like week 7, week 8.
Yeah. Yeah, that's insane. That's a great really good pick then.
I
If
mean,
he's
if Malik
healthy.
Neighbors, yeah, if he was fully healthy, he would have gone probably
Like
late first round, mid second round,
yeah.
somewhere in that range. I mean, he's that good when he's healthy.
Uh-huh. Um
Bucky Irving's interesting.
Devonte
He's
Adams
kind
is a
of,
little interesting too.
yeah, I don't see him scoring as many touchdowns as he
Yeah.
did last year. He averaged a touchdown per game. I don't see that happening again,
Yeah.
but it is the Rams, so
Mhm.
like
I mean, he does get a lot of like he always gets the touchdowns with like when they're in the red zone, but I don't know. I don't know if we're gonna see that again.
he's definitely the number one like option in the red zone. I mean, he's kind of done that his whole career.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's going to be to the extent that it was last year, but I think he will score a decent amount just because the Rams are that good offensively. Like
Mhm.
he's still going to score, so it's not a bad pick. I really like Lad McConkey there. I was really considering him at 39. It was
Yeah.
either him or Tet. Honestly, I'm kind of regretting that I picked Tet just because I ended up with Herbert later on in the draft, so having that stack would be nice. But um,
I think it's a little bit of
yeah,
a risk though, just because of last year he didn't play too good, but like in the past years he's been great, so it's definitely worth it.
yeah,
And in the fourth
he
round.
was. Yeah, I think here's the thing. Like Lad McConkey was so good his rookie year. Last year he kind of fell off, but Keenan Allen's not on the team anymore.
Right.
They got a new offensive coordinator, so I think the offense will be better. Um, Plus the O lines. I mean, the Chargers didn't were down their two starting tackles last season for pretty much the whole year, and those two tackles are like two of the best tackles in the league. So having that for passing for Herbert, he's gonna have more time to throw it. I think it's just gonna be a better situation for pretty much all of the Chargers players.
Hmm.
So I'm actually very high on the Chargers offense this year. Same thing with the Bears. I mean, I think Loveland at 45 is.
Yeah, that's a great pick.
I
Uh,
mean, I don't think Loveland is. I would definitely take McBride and Bowers over him at tight end
yeah.
by a good amount, but I don't think it's by that crazy of an amount. I think Loveland is going to be the number one target in the Bears offense.
Yeah, I don't even know if this
Um,
is crazy, but I was like, there was like small part of me considering taking him at 37. I don't know if that's
yeah,
that insane, but I don't know.
I don't really think it. I think he's going to be. I mean, in the playoffs last year, he really just like blossomed, and I think
Mhm.
Ben Johnson, like, specifically picked him. Kind of the same thing with Luther Burden. Like, I understand Rome is probably like the wide receiver one in terms of just like the play sheet and the routes. Like, Luther Burden's probably going to be the slot guy. But I think the fact that Ben Johnson specifically picked Colston Loveland and Luther Burden, I mean, the Roma Dunze pick was before Ben Johnson was there. So like he obviously clearly saw something in both of these guys. That's why I think Luther Burden goes so much farther ahead of Rome. Me
Mhm.
personally, I would have him ranked closer just because we don't really know who's going to be the number one.
Yeah.
Rome was injured a lot last season, but I
Yeah.
understand why people would think that.
Yeah. I don't know. I don't think I would take Luther Burden if I was in that position, just 'cause it feels a little risky to me. But he definitely has the potential to be good.
Yeah, like I mean, we can talk about that. And in my opinion, I mean, you see some of these receivers going like Luther Burden, a little bit of a risk there. Terry McLaurin's older. I
Uh-huh.
don't know if there's that much of a risk. Jameson
Yeah.
Williams, he's kind of just boomer bust. Roma Dunze's risky just because Luther Burden. Like, we don't know what the targets are going to be like
Yeah.
on the Bears. This is why I was absolutely
You got
thrilled that
Jalen
I
Waddle.
got
Oh my
Jalen
God.
Waddle at the end of the fifth round. I don't know how that happened. I take Waddle over all these guys, in
Yeah.
my opinion. So I don't know how he fell to
Yeah,
58.
that's actually insane. That's really
Yeah,
good
he's the
value.
wide receiver. They just traded a first round pick for him, so that's a lot of investment they made into him. He's going on to the Broncos, who were one of the top passing offenses last season. Cortland Sutton's only getting older. Like, he's
Yeah,
going to be the number one option there.
for sure.
He's in the prime of his career. And I mean, even last season, he was on the Dolphins. That wasn't a good offense at all. It was literally just him and Achane last season doing everything. And now he's on the Broncos, so I'd assume there's going to be more touchdowns for him. So I'm very happy with
Yeah.
Waddle there.
Yeah, I think that's a great pick. Um, but also we got to talk about how Jalen Hurts went at 51 ahead of like literally like I don't know, a ton of better
Yeah.
quarterbacks. Drake May, Jane Daniels, Joe Burrow even. Uh
Yeah, I would.
yeah. What do you think?
I mean, so Hurts is always going to be good for fantasy just because of the rushing
Yeah.
touchdowns. He gets all the tush push. But yeah, I don't see how you can take him. I mean, first of all, taking him Lamar Jackson going that late is decent value. I don't think it's crazy value, but that's pretty solid.
Yeah.
The fact that Jalen Hurts goes
Like
is the
right
next
next to him.
quarterback. I mean,
Yeah,
I don't know how Jalen Hurts can be the QB3. I would take Drake May, Jaden Daniels over him for sure.
for sure.
Burrow is interesting just because he doesn't really run.
Yeah, but
He's
he's
not gonna
got
have the
like
rushing
the
upside,
Bengals got an
but
insane offense though.
yeah, and like you can see that we put a check on Burrow because he went 20 picks after Hurts. Like
Yeah.
Jalen Hurts, Drake May, Jane Daniels, those are all similar tiers. That's why we have the X on Hurts and the check on Jane Daniels and Joe Burrow because they're all very
Mhm.
similar. So, but the fact that they got Jane Daniels, Joe Burrow so much later than Hurts, I feel like that just is value just because it's similar ranges.
Mhm.
I would say similar tier player. But yeah, I mean the fifth and sixth round, actually fifth round more specifically, nothing really crazy. I mean, everyone kind of went where they were supposed to go.
Yeah.
Um, we could talk about the sixth round. I don't hate the Brian Thomas pick there. Um,
Yeah, I'm just taking that risk a little bit because I know what he showed in what was that, his
yeah,
rookie year or
rookie year
yeah.
he was so I had him on my team for his rookie year. He finished that season averaging 17 fantasy points a game and finished as the wide receiver 4 in his rookie year, which is kind of crazy. Um, Here's the thing with the Jaguars, they're very hard to figure out because they have
Mhm.
so many targets.
Yeah.
Like, we don't really know what Tootin is going to be. We don't really know
Parker
how much
Washington.
yeah, we don't know what Parker Washington's going to look like. We don't know how much Travis Hunter's going to play on offense because there's always the risk he just plays mostly defense. Brian Thomas looked great in his rookie season, and then I drafted him in the first round last year, and he did absolutely nothing. So,
Yeah.
like, I don't know, but the Jaguars offense is really good, so I don't
Yeah,
hate that. That's a
we'll have to see.
solid upside
Yep.
shot there. Um, yeah, I got Tootin at 63. I mean, that's kind
I
of
like that.
typical where he goes. I
Yeah.
just wanted to make sure I got another running back because you'll see after Tootin, there wasn't another running back taken for like 20 picks. Like the
Yeah.
drop off was insane, so I felt like I had to get one more.
Then
Um,
Alec Pierce. Oh my gosh, there's like three wide receivers, like almost in a
yeah,
row that are just
these are
terrible
just
picks.
the Alec Pierce one is a little bit better than Sutton and DK just because Alec Pierce doesn't really have anyone else to compete with in the
Yeah.
offense besides like Tyler Warren, but they're not really going to be running the same routes anyway. Sutton's, I mean, that would make sense if this was last year, but he's a year older.
And Jalen
Now
Waddle.
Waddle's in the offense now. Like, I don't understand that.
Yeah.
Same thing with DK Metcalf. I mean, even last year, this kind of would be high for him. He's never really been that good in terms of fantasy. Like he just is it's kind of just like if he scores a touchdown, he'll give you 15. If not, he'll give you like 7 or 8. Like he
Yeah.
just really doesn't do much. And on the Steelers with Aaron Rodgers, I don't see that offense being that great. And now they have Michael Pittman as well. Like I
Yeah.
don't understand the DK pick at all. Everything else
I
though
like the
is
Christian Watson pick. I was actually thinking of that instead of like Brian Thomas or DJ Moore,
yeah,
but I didn't decide to do it.
the Packers offense is weird because
Yeah.
yes, who is it? Romeo Dobbs is gone. But like they just have so many like mid-tier receivers,
Yeah.
they kind of
Jaden
spread
Reed.
it out. I do think Christian Watson will be the number one though, and if he can stay healthy, that could be a very solid pick.
Yeah.
But as of right now, I mean that's typically where he ends up going.
All right.
Jordan Tyson, kind of same thing.
Yeah.
There's upside there just because he's a rookie. We'll see what the Saints offense looks like though as a whole. It's kind of hard to figure that out because Tyler Shuck, I mean, he played last season, but I don't really know how good he actually is. I think this season will tell a little bit
Yeah.
more than last season.
All right. Should we go to the next round?
Yeah.
Okay.
7, 8, 9. We don't have to spend as much time on these.
Mhm.
We can kind of just talk about the main. Mike Evans at 73. That was a really good
Yeah. That
start.
was a
I
really good
mean,
pick.
he went behind like Cortland Sutton, Alec Pierce, DK Metcalf. I mean, that's just insane. He's the wide receiver one on the Niners. It's going to be a good offense. I get he's old, but he's a he's a touchdown type of player. That's what he needs, and he's going to a better offense. I think he'll be just fine. Um, I don't like the Stafford pick at all. I mean, I
Yeah. There's so many better quarterbacks here.
I understand he was like one of the best fantasy quarterbacks last year, but he's a year older. Yes, it's still on the Rams, so they're going to score a lot, but taking him ahead of guys that are just going to run the ball more, I mean, that's really the important thing here. He doesn't run the ball at all.
Yeah.
Caleb Williams, Trevor Lawrence. I took Herbert. I would take Herbert over him.
Yeah, I would too.
Um, I would even consider Jackson Dart over him, all the way down at
Yeah, and that's crazy.
105.
He would have fallen so much. He literally could
Yeah,
have got him
like,
at 101. I mean,
yeah,
maybe.
really. I don't understand the reach there. Michael Pittman, the Steelers is just not a team I'd want to look at for receivers, especially.
Yeah.
I just don't trust. I don't think there's going to be a lot of volume there.
I like Caleb
Um,
Williams and Trevor Lawrence.
yeah, I do too. I think both of them
Those are solid
could have.
picks.
I think both could be dark horse MVP candidates this year. In
Yeah.
all honesty, I think both offenses are one of the best in the league.
Yep.
Laporta, I think that's good value
Yeah, that's
at
pretty good.
80.
Yeah, that's good.
Nothing too crazy. I hate Matthew Golden there.
Yeah, that's pretty
That
terrible.
that is one of the worst picks.
I mean, this dude
Um,
just has so many
yeah,
X's on the
we'll
board.
talk about it in the team rankings, but yeah, his team's not great. I took Herbert, Tony Pollard at 83. I thought that was pretty good value actually.
Yeah, yeah, that's like the only running back in
I
the whole
mean,
round.
yeah, even when we were drafting, everyone was kind of like clowning on Tony Pollard, and I was just sitting there thinking like it was like around like pick 70, and I was thinking I mean I'd be fine with taking him here. I wouldn't take him where ESPN had him at. They had him at like 60 or
Yeah,
something. I wouldn't take him there. But once it got to like 74, 75, I was like, all right, it's like somebody's got to do it. And
Yeah,
the
if he
fact that he
fell to
fell all the
me,
way to
if he fell
yeah,
to
I was
84,
gonna.
I probably would have took him.
The thing was, I had a plan coming in that I was gonna take a quarterback and a tight end in the seventh and eighth round, so I already kinda knew what I was doing. But like, yeah, if I didn't have that plan, I probably would have taken Tony Pollard there at
Hmm.
82,
Yeah.
just for the depth. I mean, I don't know. I don't like. I know you were trying to convince me about the Ricky Pearsall thing.
Yeah. I don't really know. I can't really explain it to be honest. I was just like, I wasn't really thinking when I took this one. I was like looking ahead at like receivers, and I wanted a receiver, and
Yeah,
I was searching up, and I think I saw somewhere he was wide receiver one, and like somewhere, and I don't know. I mean, we're drafting pretty early, so it was kind of a bit of a risk knowing that like now that Debo's on the team, like it's probably not the best pick now. But yeah.
yeah, yeah. That is true. I mean, my thing with Ricky Pearsall is he's first of all, Mike Evans is on the team now, and in the past, without Mike Evans, there's really been no other competition for him, and he really hasn't done anything. He's also always getting injured, and now the fact Mike Evans is on the team, Debo Samuel just signed a 1 year deal. Like, I just don't think he's really gonna do all that much, and that's
Mhm.
even if he stays healthy. But I do think Jalen Warren's a better. I think that's not a bad
Yeah,
pick at
I
all.
liked him just 'cause he's wide receiver one for right now, or not running back one.
Yeah,
But
I think
they have
he.
Rico Dowdle, right?
Yeah, I
That's a
think he
little
will
scary.
be. I think he will be the starter still, but I could see them.
They could probably
I don't know.
split, honestly, just 'cause
Yeah, I
Rico
could.
Dowdle had a great year last year in the Panthers.
Rico Dowdle's a weird. Like, it's hard to project that.
Yeah.
It's kind of the same thing with the Panthers running backs, Chuba Hubbard and Jonathan Brooks. Although I don't,
Mhm.
we don't really know how good Jonathan Brooks will be.
Yeah.
Um, so I don't hate the Kittle pick in like by itself. The problem is at pick 86, he took Kittle over Tucker Kraft and Kyle Pitts.
Yeah.
And I'll talk about my Tucker Kraft pick, but when we were drafting, I picked him, and everyone was at the draft was saying that how great of a pick that was. Me
Yeah.
personally, I think that might have been the best pick of the draft.
Mhm.
Tucker Kraft goes on like pretty much every other platform. I know on Sleeper he goes in like the end of the fifth, beginning of the sixth. I got him at the in the beginning of the eighth round. Like his
Yeah.
and I might have been able to wait another round or two because his ESPN ADP was like 110 for some reason. I just wanted to make sure I got him. But yeah, I don't
Yeah.
hate the Kittle pick. It's just he took him over Kraft, he took him over Pitts. I personally wouldn't do that.
Yeah, and I'm pretty sure isn't Kittle uh isn't he out for a few weeks to start the season?
I I'm
Or
not
is he not?
sure.
I don't know.
He's
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 also
coming off
old.
the yeah, he is older, and they do have more target competition on the Niners. Um, yeah, it's hard to tell what he will look like because he's coming off the Achilles tear. That's kind of at that age, it's kind of hard to come back
Yeah.
from that. Kyle Pitts and Tucker Kraft are just younger. Like Tucker Kraft is also coming off a big injury. He tore his ACL, but he's 10 years younger than Kittle.
Yeah.
Like it's just different at that point. And Kyle Pitts, he's shown some flashes of being good. It's kind of just I don't know. He's hard to figure out. I mean, he's a solid
I
like
think it's his
mid-tier
breakout year.
tight end though. I mean, yeah, you know, it might
Could
be.
be.
We might have taken might be worth taking a shot in the first round if you guys if anyone watching hasn't done their fantasy drafts, you could always
Could
consider
take
him.
him with the first pick. It's not a
You
bad
could
idea.
take him with the first pick. It's always a consideration in my
Yeah,
head.
for sure.
Jacoby Myers, I don't. It's just hard
Uh,
to tell with the Jaguars receivers. It's just like I don't know. We didn't even mention him when we were talking about the offense earlier, but there's just so many guys on this team.
I didn't even know he was on the Jags.
It's just hard to figure it out. I don't like Blake Corum. I think is a fine pick. It's just the fact you take him over Rico Dowdle, who has the
And
potential to be the starter.
uh,
You,
keep in mind this is his running back two on his team, by the way.
yeah, that is a big problem. I don't know why he waited so long. This is why I wanted to get my running backs early because I knew there was a big drop off. Um, I will say though, I got Chuba Hubbard at 106. I think
He could have went
that
there.
was yeah. He should have taken Chuba Hubbard. I would have taken Dowdle over Blake Corum. I would have taken Stevenson over
Yeah.
Corum.
I mean, I could
Even
see
Dobbins,
Corum.
like
Could you see Corum being running back one like later in the season? I don't know. I could see him splitting.
like I could see them getting close to a split. I think Kyron, as long as he's healthy, will still
Yeah.
be the starter. Like he should still get 60, 65% of the snaps, but I could see Corum stealing some touchdowns for sure. And if you wanted a backup running back, I mean the Rams are maybe the best team to do so. It's just like Rico Dowdle could be the starter. J.K. Dobbins could be the starter. Like some of these running backs in this range either are or have the chance to be the starter. Like I think Blake Corum's the clear RB2 as long as Kyron stays healthy.
Yeah.
And then the ninth round, Aaron Jones. I don't know. He's old. He's only getting older. He's only getting worse. Same thing with Ja'Cory Krosky-Mara.
Yeah.
He's
It's
not
weird.
old, but it's just like it's hard to figure it out. He did nothing last season. They brought in Rashad White. I can't expect him to do much again.
Oh my
Um,
God. Travis Hunter. That's got to be one of the worst picks.
yeah, he's just I like
I don't understand that one.
so yeah, I took him last year actually in the draft. I don't know how I managed to get third in our league last year because my draft was actually horrible.
Yeah.
I
Travis
I
Hunter and
picked
Brian Thomas.
I had Brian Thomas with my first round pick. I had Travis Hunter in like the sixth round. I had RJ Harvey in like the fifth round, and I somehow managed to get third. Um, it was a whole lot of A Chain. He
Yeah.
pretty much did everything for me.
And some
And
trading.
actually, yeah, I did a lot of trading. I had Hampton, which was a good pick. He was just hurt for a lot of the year.
Yeah, it's
So
just unfortunate.
again, I don't know how I got third. I managed to do so though. Hopefully, I like my draft this year a whole lot more than last year, but I liked my draft last year coming out of it. So we'll just have to see. That's just
Yeah.
kind of how it goes. We talked about Chuba Hubbard already, and then Dak.
Dak.
I think that's good value, honestly.
Yeah. I waited
The
really
fact like
late to the QB.
him him and Stafford, I think should be going around the same, and you got him 32 picks afterwards.
Yeah.
Like it's
So even
just that's a
Jackson Dart is a good pick too, I
yeah.
would
We'll
say.
talk about that. Jackson Dart is a good pick there. The problem is he went with Josh Allen, so like I don't know why you're taking another quarterback. The-
Oh, right. I forgot about that. Yeah.
Yeah, because we were gonna give him the green for a good pick, but
Uh-huh.
if you
But
take one
yeah,
of those top tier QBs, you don't really need a backup. You
we
can
could have
just
got Chuba
play.
Hubbard right there. That would have been a
Yeah,
great pick.
and he had him last year too. I mean,
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know what he was. It's
Yeah.
not a great draft. We'll talk about his team in the rankings, but
Yeah.
yeah.
All right. So now we're gonna do our rankings for every team. So you're gonna go first?
Yeah, so at 12 I had Jacob.
I had him too. Uh, yeah, let's just
Yeah, we
go to his
could
team.
yeah, look at his team. So
Dear.
this was the one we were talking about a lot actually. We were
Hmm.
just talking about this actually with the Jackson Dart thing. He also ended up with Bo Nix somehow.
Oh my gosh, I didn't even know that.
So like I don't know why we're taking I mean, first of all, just look at his bench real quick before we even get into the starters. He
I
has
mean,
nothing on
I
his
don't even know
bench.
why he's Tank Bigsby. That's just like
I
sure,
mean,
bro.
is Khalil Shakir doing anything either?
I
Like
don't
Kenyon
know.
Sadiq could be
I
something
don't mind
decent,
that, but like,
but he has Kyle Pitts. Why are we taking a backup? Like I don't understand. You should never have three QBs. I don't think like I was saying this, if you take one of the top tier QBs, I don't even think you need a second QB. You can just go with them the whole
yeah,
year and then pick up one off waivers for the one week.
yeah,
Like
that's
you
just
don't need to
terrible.
roster.
That's really bad.
So the fact that he took and Dart and Nix, they're not even. It's not like he took them in the last round. He was taking them with like
Yeah,
pretty
he went
significant
back to back
picks.
Dart Knicks and picked round 9 and
Yeah,
10.
that's just terrible, terrible stuff. I don't hate the Achane thing. Like we said, I mean Achane, there was probably some better options, but Achane's good, so I'm not gonna hate on him too much for that. Um, but
It's
like
really just
Pickens
agent. I mean, Pickens was
ahead of
good, but
some of these guys,
not.
yeah,
Where did he take him?
he
The
was just
16th pick? That's so early.
he was just reaching on pretty much every one of these players,
Yeah.
and that's really what it was. I mean, I
Mm,
don't love. I mean, he has Matthew
Matthew
Golden
Golden
in
is
his starting
starting.
lineup.
Marvin
That
Harrison
is
too is not even
terrible.
good.
Marvin Harrison, yeah, I wouldn't want. I'm fine with having him, maybe in like that second flex spot, but he's in the first flex spot
Yeah.
there. I don't love Rome either. He's starting at receiver. Like,
Scatterboo could get injured in the first day.
I mean, people forget so could Achin. Like before last season, everyone was saying, well, Achin's risky in the first round because he's so small and he got injured his rookie year. Then he had went absolutely insane last year, but now I think the Dolphins' offense should be worse. So I think Achin, I don't
He'll
see him
carry.
really going. I don't see him going getting better though, just because I think there's going to be less touchdowns.
Yeah.
I don't know. I mean, Josh Allen was really the only fine pick he had here. Achin was fine, but like Scatterboo, I guess was fine too for where he got him. But
Yeah.
everything else,
Just terrible,
but
honestly.
yeah,
I mean, he does
we
this
don't really
every
have.
year.
Yeah, this is,
I don't get
and
why.
he's known for the bad trade. So I'm just ready
It's just
to
gonna
see
get
what he.
worse from here.
Yeah, probably.
I mean, this dude,
Um,
it's like money's on the line, and this dude just, I don't even know what's
yeah,
going through his head.
I don't understand. And ESPN ranks him at 5. Like I don't
Yeah, I don't.
understand
I
this.
think it's just 'cause like I don't know, they like their
They
ADP is
must
just
just
weird.
love Josh Allen.
And
Like
Kyle
it
Pitts,
doesn't
I
make any
guess.
sense. Yeah,
All right.
we could go to the next team
Yeah.
though.
Okay. So next we
Okay,
both
so
got JL.
yeah, we both have JL here.
Let's look at the squad. This is, I
Um,
mean,
it's definitely a step up, I would
yeah.
say.
Now that Malik Neighbors is healthy, it actually might change my mind a little. It's still pretty bad though.
The flex spots are not great.
Yeah,
I don't like
Jacoby
starting
Myers is
Jacoby
really bad.
Myers.
Really bad. He's got no one on
I
the bench. Holy
literally
crap.
nobody. I mean, this is the bottom tier teams. A lot of them just have nothing on the
There's no
bench.
depth.
I actually had JL ranked ahead of my next person, my number 10. But then I looked at his bench and I loved the bench of the guy I have at 10 a whole lot more. But
Mhm.
I think the starting lineup for his team really is not bad at all.
Yeah, if Jeremiah Love's good, then he's got some really
Especially
good running
because Neighbors
backs.
is back now.
Yeah, Neighbors and Garrett
He needs
Wilson,
everyone to
that's not
stay
bad.
healthy though. He needs everyone to stay
Yeah,
healthy though,
he needs
because
like a perfect world.
You have Jaden Daniels, you have Malik Neighbors, Garrett Wilson gets hurt a lot, Laporta gets hurt a lot. Like
Hmm.
that's 4 of like huge players that he needs. He needs Jeremiah Love to turn out to be good. He needs a lot of things. So it's a very high risk team. I think there's a high ceiling. The problem is when you have a high risk team like that, you need players on the bench that you can trust, and I don't really think he has that at all.
Hmm.
So that's kind of why it knocked him down for me.
Yeah, it's
But
just
yeah,
not good.
just no depth. Just no
Yeah,
depth really. But the starting lineup's not terrible.
yeah. All right. Next, we both got
10 I
Ben.
had Ben. Yeah, we have the same bottom 3. I think this is kind of the clear bottom 3.
Hmm.
Um, so Jonathan Brooks starting, I don't like that at all.
Yeah,
But I think here's the thing with Ben. He doesn't really ever make trades. I think there's a very, if he were to go out and find a trade, look at the receivers he has. Chase and Nico is great.
yeah.
I think Ben might arguably have one of the best, if not the best receiver rooms. He has Chase, Nico, Burden, Wandale, but he also has Jordan Tyson and Michael Wilson on the
That's really
bench.
good. Jordan Tyson on the bench is really nice.
Yeah, he could be. I think he'll be in
Even
that flex spot by
Charbonnet,
the end of the year.
I could see Charbonnet like if he's healthy, he could be decent.
Yeah, I don't think James Conner's doing anything though.
Yeah,
So like
that's
that's
just
kind of a
random.
useless
Bernard, I'm
spot.
not
He
gonna lie,
also
never heard of
has
him.
an empty bench spot. I think Bernard could be decent for like dynasty. He was like a second round pick, third round pick.
Really?
Came from Alabama, um but like on the Steelers again, like I don't like DK Metcalf or Michael Pittman, so why would I like the third option there who's a rookie?
Yeah.
So I don't know. I think there's more depth on this team. Like I said, if he could go and trade like I know Matthew was telling me he really wants Michael Wilson. If he could go trade Michael Wilson for like another running back, like a decent, I don't really know who Matthew has, but if he could go get another
Um.
running back on this
Yeah.
team, trade like Wandale Robinson, Michael Wilson, go get like a Rico Dowdle kind of player, something like that.
I mean, he could maybe get ETN from him, but I don't know if that he's gonna probably have to get more.
That's yeah, he would probably have to give more. But I mean, you look at everything else. Hertz is fine. Kyron's Kyron's going to be good, and the
Yeah.
receivers are great. I think
I mean, if you
Fannon's
got
a really
Chase,
good pick.
bro, like he can carry your team.
Yeah, I think this is definitely. I think the receiver. I think he's like one running back away from this being a much better
I
team. I think
know.
he could trade some of these receivers. I really do, and I think it would make his team a whole lot better.
Yeah, I agree. Alright. Next. So now we don't have the
This
same
is
ones.
yeah. This is where we differ a little bit, and this is where a bit of a tear
Yeah.
up for me.
We both have those bottom three the same though. They're like the trash tier.
Yeah, yeah. I don't see anything. Um, we
I'll
have
just
8 and 9.
they're
Yeah,
just
just
flipped.
reveal. We have them flip-flopped.
We'll go to the
They're
teams.
both very similar to me. I have them in the same tier. Um, this was my 9. This was your 8,
Eight.
correct?
Yeah.
Yeah. It's a good team. I like the Stafford and
Yeah.
Puka stack a lot.
Yeah, that's really
Um,
good actually.
this is a really
This is
good
a
team.
nice
I mean,
team.
you could definitely see the difference.
Yeah, there's definitely a step up there. Um,
Um, the flex spots,
bench
I
bench
think
and flex is a little
Stevenson
rough.
Stevenson should probably be in the starting lineup instead of one of the. I would take Stevenson over either of those flex spots.
Yeah.
Um, the bench doesn't really have anything, but that's kind of the same thing with all these bottom tier
Mhm.
teams. But like this is Eric actually has like some good players. Like
Yeah,
I think Swift
Puka.
will be nice. Derrick Henry's going to be great. Olave, Loveland, like a lot of these guys are going to be
Yeah.
really solid.
Yeah.
Just
I feel like it's
the
an
flex
overall
and
just decent team.
yeah, it's balanced. The flex and the bench are a little bit iffy, but
Yeah.
definitely better than those bottom three, I would say.
Yeah, for sure.
Then we can
Let's go to
move
Vinny's
on to
team.
the next team. Yeah.
So you like this team
Um,
better,
I
right?
do like this team a little bit better. I think Trevor Lawrence is gonna have a really good season. In my opinion, he
Yeah.
had a lot of rushing touchdowns last year, so I do prefer him over Stafford. I think Eric definitely has the clear running back advantage. That's the one thing I don't like about Vinny's team.
Yeah.
But
I
I
don't know,
think
just looking at his team, it doesn't look like there's anything like I mean, he's got Amon obviously, but like nothing like too good. Running backs aren't that good either. Probably one of the worst running back rooms like in the
yeah,
whole league. Uh, his flexes
I
are
think
like iffy, I feel like too.
here's the thing for me. I think he has more options than Eric does. I think Eric maybe starting lineup maybe edges him out a little bit, but
That's true. He does
there's
have a good bench.
there's an outside chance Monungai could split like 50-50 split with Swift. I still think Swift will be the guy, but
Hmm.
Monungai could steal a lot of those
Yeah.
touchdowns. Alec Pierce is going to be the wide receiver 1 on the Colts, so that's something. I think Addison will have a better season than he did last year. I think Kenneth Gainwell, the fact that he has Kenneth Gainwell and Bucky Irving,
Yeah, that's
if
pretty
Bucky
nice.
were to get hurt, he just has Kenneth Gainwell, so he
Yeah.
has the handcuff. Like, I don't know. I think maybe Eric's team has the higher ceiling, but I think Vinny's team has the higher floor just because he has more depth, so that's why I'd prefer it.
Hmm.
But you could definitely argue Eric has a better starting lineup for sure.
Yeah. All right, next. This is
Yeah,
where it gets
this
a
is
little
where
wild.
we get a little bit differentiating opinions. We both have
Okay,
Cody
we
at
both have
6
Cody.
though.
Yeah, so we'll talk about that one first. Um, uh, it's just the Blake Corum
Yeah,
just really ruins this for me, but his team besides that is just really good.
yeah. You look at literally everything else. I don't love Pittman. I don't love it, but he has Concepcion on the bench. He has Xavier Worthy. Either of those guys could be something, I guess.
Uh-huh.
Yeah,
I
I
think
don't
he
like
just
Blake
did.
Corum
He
at
just
all.
dropped Brandon Ayuk though. I don't know if
He
you
did
saw
just,
that.
and he picked up Debo, which could be
And
a
Luke
solid
McCaffrey. I don't
flex.
know if that means
I'm
anything.
not really too worried about that. But I love Chase Brown. I love Drake May. I really like JSN, Lad McConkey, Brock Bowers. All those are great. Really, the only thing I don't like is Blake Corum. But
Yeah.
everything else, I
Everything.
don't love
I mean,
Pittman, like I
it
said,
looks
but
amazing, honestly. Besides Pittman,
this is
yeah.
a really good
It's
team.
really good. Just Corum really just tanked him. If he didn't have Corum and he had like I don't know, just anyone else, like he could be top four, honestly. Even top
Yeah,
three.
he picked Pittman ahead of guys like Jalen Warren. I think he picked Pittman ahead of like Jalen Warren, Chuba Hubbard, Stevenson, any of those guys. If you swap out Pittman for one of those running backs, I think this team could be way better than what we have it. But
Yeah.
yeah, everything else looks great. It's just the Blake Corum thing,
Mhm.
really.
Yeah. All right. So then, probably do
Yeah, so I
Maz
have
next.
Maz at 5. You have Maz at 7. I'll let you go first because I'm interested to see like what
Um,
I don't know.
let me see it. I don't know. I mean, it's a good team. I just Price, Tate, they're both rookies. Jefferson, I think Jefferson will have a good year, but he picked Jefferson over CD, which I don't think that was a good pick at all. Devonta Smith will be great though. Genty, still young, but he'll definitely be great. There's just like Quinshawn, Price, and Tate. Those are just like for me
Yeah.
a little scary, but bench. He's got Pollard on the bench, which he could probably start Pollard over. Eh, I don't know. His bench isn't
Here's the
terrible.
thing. I so obviously I hate the QB and the tight end. I think that's really the big weak point
That
of
is
this
true.
team.
I
I mean,
didn't even look at
Jordan
that.
Love as the QB1, Jawan Johnson as
Those are really bad.
but he has Kittle on the bench.
So Kittle will
So
be good.
Kittle will go in there. He's not going to start Jawan Johnson over Kittle. It's really a QB. I don't love the QB, but you look at the rest of the team for me. I think Genty's going to have a better season than last year. I mean, he people were just not very happy with Genty because he was going at the end of the first round last year and he only averaged like 14 points a game. But I think that will go up a
I
little
mean, he
bit. I
still
would
is
say
on the
probably.
Raiders though too.
Yeah, but I think the Raiders offense is going to be better this year.
Probably a
I think the
little, but
O-line's going to be better. They got a new center in free agency. They have Kirk Cousins and Mendoza coming in. I think both will be better than Geno Smith.
Mhm.
And then they have the Seahawks offensive coordinator coming in as their head coach. So I think the offense will be better. I don't
Yeah.
love Judkins, but he has Price, he has Pollard. Like I know what you're saying about the risk, and this might be one of the highest risk teams, maybe the highest in the whole league. But I think if some of these guys hit, and I think he has, like Pollard's just a safe 10, 11, 12 points a game. If Price isn't anything, if Tate isn't anything, if
Pollard goes
Judkins isn't,
in.
if one of these guys misses, and I don't really think, I think all of them will hit, but that's just me.
Yeah,
Like
I
usually
think Price will be good, and Tate will be good too. But
like for me when I draft, I always lean towards more upside players because
mhm.
I just want to have the highest ceiling possible. So that maybe that's why I like this team more than you. But the fact that he has Pollard on the bench, that just like gives a
Yeah.
layer of safety to this team with all the. I mean, Jefferson's going to be great.
Mhm.
Devontae Smith, I think, will be great. But I
I
do
think
get what
he
you're
will.
saying. There's a lot of like
And
risk
one more little thing that's like, well, this is more good, but he does have Seahawks defense, which I think is the best defense in the league. That I know that doesn't
for
matter that
fantasy.
much. I know it doesn't matter
For
that much,
fantasy,
but
probably.
that's a good pick. I really wanted their defense, but
And I will say one other thing. Omar Cooper could be sneaky good. Josh Downs could be sneaky
yeah,
good. Rashad White. All of these guys, I love. Maybe that's why I just love his
it's
bench.
just a lot of like, yeah,
I think literally all 5 players on the bench could be.
yeah,
I think Pollard will be
that's a
decent. I
great
think
bench.
Rashad White could be the starter on the Commanders. I don't think Bill is really anything special at
Yeah.
all. Josh Downs could be something because there's no. I mean, well, there is Alec Pierce, but like Michael Pittman's gone. He could be something. Same thing with Omar Cooper. He's a young rookie. He's probably going to be the wide receiver 2 on the Jets. So I don't know. I think there's a lot of depth on this team. That's why I like it,
Mhm.
but a lot of risk,
Yeah.
definitely for sure.
All right. Next, you put Esco, I put Braylon.
So yeah,
Uh,
so I had Braylon at 7. You had him at 4.
yeah,
So let's talk about him
I mean, his
first.
team looks really good to me. I mean, you want to go first?
Yeah. So maybe I'm just maybe I'm just overvaluing the bench. Maybe that's what it is. Because you look at the starting lineup, it is like really solid. You look at everything from Joe Burrow to Tyler Warren. To me, that looks phenomenal. I think. Um, I would like to have maybe a little bit better of a running back room, but like you
I
have
mean, he's got
Bijan,
Bijan.
so
That's like It's like
Yeah,
two running backs in one.
I know a lot of people like David Montgomery just because he is the running back one on the Texans, and Joe Mixon did pretty solid. And it's kind of the same thing with him. Like Joe Mixon was getting older. He went to the Texans, had a great season. I think you could see that from Montgomery. I don't. I'm not like crazy high on him just because he is older. I'm worried about that. I don't love Rico Dowdle either. And that's really. I mean, he doesn't have any other running backs even on the roster. Um, but he does have Bijan, so like he might just have like. I mean, Bijan might be the best player in fantasy this year.
Yeah.
Um, and then with the receivers, I don't know. Like I said, maybe it's just I'm just uh, like overvaluing the bench. But for me, I think depth is important, especially because last year we only played with one flex, so the depth was a little bit less important. Now we have two flexes. You
True.
actually are going to need like your wide receiver 4 and 5, your running back 4 and 5 to actually like
Hmm.
play a few weeks. So
Yeah,
I
Cooper
think
Cup
that
to
is
me,
important.
Cooper Cup seems like a really bad pick there.
Cooper Cup's nothing.
It's
I
just
don't think
random.
Rashid Shaheed is really anything either.
Yeah,
I
I
think
like
he
Jaden Reed a little.
Yeah, there's some life there. I think Makai Lemon could be decent, but
Yeah.
that's the thing. Like Lemon's risky. I think Rasheed Rice, if he plays, he'll be great. That's just the thing. Like if he plays, we don't know how much he's going to play. Same thing with Burrow. He always gets hurt. Like I don't know. I like a lot of these players, but
I mean, this is like the same with the Maz's team though. There's risk, but I think if they're all like good and healthy, I think they'll be great.
but I think Maz's team is better because both the teams have the risk, but Maz actually has like a bench
Yeah,
to lean on.
you're right.
But you could argue Braylon's like starting players are better
Yeah,
than Maz,
looking at his
so it's
starting
kind of
lineup,
just
I love it. That's just my
it kind of
thoughts.
just depends on what you like value. Like
Yeah,
yes, the starters are the only ones that get points, but the bench players do have to matter somewhat because you will have to play them with two flexes.
yeah.
And then we could move to the next team. We had
Um,
Esco. I had him at 4. You had him at 5. Is
5.
that right?
Yeah.
So we're kind of
I had
like
him a little
this
higher
is
at
one of the
first,
better.
but then I moved him down.
This is one of the
Um,
better teams. I was saying this when we first drafted. Like, look at how old his team is. Besides Caleb Williams, every single one of these players is like over the
I mean,
age of
yeah,
27, 28.
McCaffrey, Devontae, and Terry, Kelsey, they're all like in their 30s.
Jacobs and Sutton too. Well, Jacobs is like 29.
Sutton,
Sutton's
yeah,
over
you're right.
30. Literally everyone besides Caleb is old here. I actually do really like Jalen Coker though. I think that's a really good pick. I think RJ Harvey has some
Yeah,
upside, but
Pacheco
Chris
maybe.
Godwin's old too. Like this is a really old team. I think I was saying this when we first drafted. I think his floor might be one of the highest in the league just because
Who?
all these guys are like his floor. I think
Who?
his floor might be
Oh, his
Esco.
team.
Yeah, I think his floor might be one of the highest in the league just because all these guys are so proven. Like
Yeah.
we've seen all these guys
There's not a lot of
like
risk. I mean,
produce.
besides like if they get injured, obviously, but that's like everyone.
Yeah, that's the only thing. Like the fact, like I said, I usually tend to draft players that are younger just because they're going to get better, and older players normally get worse.
Hmm.
Not like guaranteed, but that's typically what happens. So, like I think Kelsey's not gonna get better.
No.
He's been getting worse and worse for the past 3, 4 years. Same thing with Sutton. Sutton's not going to get better. Devontae Adams, I'd be very surprised. I don't know if he'll get that much worse, but I think he will get a little bit worse. Even like CMC, I
Yeah,
don't know how he
that's risky.
replicates last season. I think Saquon could get a
I
little bit
actually
better
like Saquon.
just because he was so disappointing last year. But like, I don't know. Like I said, it's a very safe team as long as they're all healthy. But that is the worry when you pick old players; they could get
Yeah,
hurt. But it's a very safe team, I
yeah,
think. I think,
I agree.
yeah.
All right. And ESPN did rank him one, which
Yeah,
isn't, it's not
that kind of
crazy.
makes sense for what ESPN values,
Yeah.
though.
All right, next.
Um, we definitely had a tier gap, though. These are definitely the clear top 3 for me. Yeah. So
Oh shoot.
I just had Matthew ahead of you.
Yeah.
You had yourself,
I was just
obviously.
being a little biased, but I
I mean,
do
that's
like my
fair, though.
team. I do like my team.
So I'll talk
Um,
about Matthew, and
yeah.
then you can talk about your team.
Okay.
Um, I put Matthew at 2. I think Lamar, I think will have a bounce back from last year. Last year he was playing injured pretty much the whole season. Um, I think Gibbs here, he picked him 101. You can't get mad at it. It's him or Bijan.
Hmm.
Um, I think without David Montgomery, Gibbs has the potential to average like he might have one of the best running back fantasy seasons we've ever seen.
Yeah,
I'm also a
for
little
sure.
worried he could get injured just because he's going to have to play a little bit more, but you can't really predict
Yeah,
that. I think Kenneth Walker,
great pick.
uh, that's a great pick. Travis Etienne as well. I mean, he has Etienne in his flex. That is
Yeah,
really good
that's
value.
really good.
Etienne would be the running back two on most teams in our league. Not all, but most of them. The fact that he got Kenneth Walker, he got Etienne, this is arguably the best running back room in our whole
Probably
league.
is, honestly.
Gibbs, Walker, and Etienne, that's great. You have AJ Brown. I think the receivers get a little weak towards the bottom,
Hmm.
but like Mike Evans could be really good. Same thing with Parker Washington. He could be good if he's the number one option.
Yeah.
Um, I do like the depth a lot as well, though. Romeo Dobbs, he has AJ Brown and Dobbs, which I think is good to have
Hmm.
both of them just in case there's an injury. I really like the Mark Andrews. I don't love Mark Andrews by himself, but the fact that he paired him with Lamar, that's great. And then Dobbins, there's a chance that he's just the starter over RJ Harvey, which could be that's another great running back he has. I would honestly, you could maybe move ETN for like another receiver, in my opinion. I don't know if that's what he'll want to do, but have Dobbins as the running back three on your team. I mean, Jordan Mason's not even he could be the starter on the Vikings as well.
Could.
So
Yeah.
a lot of depth here. I like the Lamar Mark Andrews stack. The running back room, like I said, maybe the best in the league. And then he has AJ Brown, who I think is going to be really good. I think
Yeah.
ESPN undervalues him a little bit.
I
But
think
you could,
the only reason is he's projected like 14, just probably because they're playing the Seahawks week one, but he'll
yeah.
be
And
good.
it's like they just maybe they just want to see how he looks. But I think he's
Hmm.
going to be great. I mean,
Yeah,
he had
I did too.
this is the coach, same coach he had when he was on the Titans. Now he goes, he's not going to be having his old like issues. He had a bunch of problems with the Eagles. That's all going to be behind him. It's just going to be straight like playing football like and I think he's going to be really good with Drake May.
Yeah, I agree.
Okay, you
Uh,
can talk about your team though.
yeah, so I actually love my team. Um, let's just look. Dak, I got Dak super late. I think he's always great. I mean, I don't think he was that good last year. Wasn't he injured a lot, right?
I
Like
think
a
he was
little.
healthy for most of it, maybe towards the end.
Yeah. Well, anyways, a healthy Dak with a healthy CD, I think that's a great stack.
Yeah, that is.
Also getting CD at pick 12 was like a steal to me. Um,
Yeah.
Hampton and Hall, I think that's two great running backs. I know some people say Brees Hall won't be that good, but I think I got him for pretty good
Who
value.
else who else is going to be good on the Jets? That's my thing.
Mm,
Like he's the only
maybe Garrett Wilson, but they don't really have a good QB.
exactly.
Yeah, so I feel like Brees Hall will carry.
Brees Hall's the best player to have in the
Yeah,
Jets offense.
yeah. So I like my two running backs there, and I have
Yeah,
Jalen
I
Warren as
love.
well. I feel like I don't really need another running back just besides Warren because I can just throw in any of my receivers at the flex. Um, so yeah, then CD and T Higgins, I think those are two great receivers also. For where I drafted them. Uh,
Yeah.
Likely isn't that good, but I mean, I waited long to get a tight end, so I kind of had to deal with that. But I think he's a chance to like break out. I've seen a little bit on that, but I know you don't agree
Yeah,
with that.
I mean, I don't think he'll be that good,
Yeah.
but it is the Ravens coach coming over to be the Giants head coach, so he's bringing Likely with him.
Hmm.
Maybe there's a chance there could be something there,
Yeah.
but like Likely's just never shown to be that great in terms of fantasy, but we'll see
Yeah.
with
And
that.
then I got DJ Moore, which I also know you don't like him. However,
No.
I could put in Brian Thomas. We'll just have to see once I get closer to the draft. They're both
I
pretty even.
think I think by the end of the season you're probably going to be starting Brian Thomas over DJ Moore. It's probably going to be
Yeah.
Brian Thomas and Warren if I had to guess, but
And also I
that's
got
just me.
Diggs. We'll see where he goes, but uh
I think
hopefully
he's
he
going to go to
gets
Washington.
hopefully he does. Then there's a chance he
That would
could
be
sneak in there.
that would be a decent pick.
Yeah.
Kamara, eh, eh.
Kamara
He could
just
be could
he
be
was my last
something.
pick.
He could
I
be like all right. Maybe
yeah,
if ETN gets hurt, but
we'll see. And then
I like
Texans
Kyler Murray
defense.
though.
Yeah, I look drafted Tyreek Hill, but uh, I just decided to drop him because
Yeah,
I
Tyreek
don't think
Hill's
he's
done.
playing again. But
Here's the thing. I think um, you and Matthew and me are definitely the top three, but I feel like us three always say that every year, but it is kind of
I think
mostly
it's still
true.
true though.
Yeah, we are usually the best three teams in the league,
Yeah,
just because we like spend more time like mock drafting and like looking at stuff more than anyone else, I'd assume.
yeah.
But yeah, I mean, I like your team. I really like Hampton. I think Hampton has a chance to be, besides Bijan and Gibbs, I could see Hampton being RB3
Yeah,
by the end of the season. I
I
think
could too.
because like I said, I'm high on the Chargers offense, and I think Hampton's going to be a huge part of that. Brees Hall, I don't love, but like
I
he's
feel like
gonna
I
be,
got him for decent value. It was like the end of
yeah,
the third
he's,
round.
and that running back range, you kind of just had to take one, and
Yeah,
I took Javonte Williams, so I mean, Brees Hall's not bad though necessarily. I
yeah.
just don't love the offense. T. Higgins is great value. CeeDee Lamb with Dak is really, really good. We talked about I don't like Likely, but Warren solid. Brian Thomas solid. You have some depth here, so you have some
Yeah.
options, obviously, and
All right.
I think your team will be just fine.
Yeah. And then the loser.
Yeah, we
My
we
bad.
both had me at number one, per usual. ESPN ranked me at 11. Just
Uh,
a note
yeah.
there.
I
Don't
don't
know,
know why. It's probably because
really
they
don't know
thought Tucker
how.
Craft was bad. It's their ADP, honestly, but whatever.
Yeah, because I picked James Cook a little bit higher than ESPN had him ranked. I picked, I want to say I picked, actually, no. I mean, most of these guys, actually, I reached a little on Quentin Johnson. I'll talk about my whole team, though. So I picked Herbert as my quarterback. I think Herbert has kind of like Caleb Williams and Trevor Lawrence. If any of you guys watching haven't drafted yet, I think that range for QBs in fantasy drafts, that little range where it's like Caleb Williams, there's one more in there.
Jackson
Caleb
Dart.
Williams, yeah, Jackson Dart you could throw in there. Caleb Williams, Trevor Lawrence, Herbert, Jackson Dart. I think that little range of QBs is kind of the sweet spot because I think any of those guys
Mahomes
could
too,
be,
maybe.
yeah, you could throw Mahomes. I think any of those guys could potentially be like top three, top four, top five
Stafford
QBs,
maybe too.
and eh,
Maybe.
I mean maybe. I'm just thinking like because Herbert, Caleb, and Trevor Lawrence and Dart all have like shown the ability to run the ball.
That's true.
I don't think Mahomes will run the ball that much coming off his injury. I don't think Stafford will either. Dak,
It's
we've
true.
seen, hasn't. So that's what I'm saying. Herbert, Lawrence, Caleb, Dart, all those guys kind of go in a similar range, and they all
Hmm.
have rushing, which is very important for fantasy, obviously. So I love those guys. I think Herbert, like I've been saying this whole time, I'm so high on the Chargers offense. That's why I picked Quentin Johnson as well. Obviously, Lad McConkey's probably the guy you want there. Um, but Quentin Johnson, I mean, he did outproduce him last year, and he's going what six? Like he's going in round. I got him in round 10. Lad McConkey went in round 4. Like I'm very fine with taking. Quentin Johnson could very well just outproduce him again.
He
I
could.
don't think that's ridiculous to say, and I got him 6 rounds after,
Hmm.
so I think that's great value. James Cook and Javonte Williams, two running backs that not don't really necessarily catch the ball a lot, which I don't love, but I think those two running backs are like just very safe 16, 17 points a game. They're in
Hmm.
both in two of the best offenses in the league, so they're going to score plenty of touchdowns. I also have Tootin and Chuba Hubbard. Tootin's more of the upside running back, and then I have Chuba Hubbard to kind of like anchor him, I guess, be a little safe guy
Yeah.
I can go to if I need. Receiver wise, Drake London I love. I think Ted McMillan has so much upside. He showed a lot of flashes last year. I don't love the offense, but I think, he has the potential to get a crazy amount of targets. That's why I like London as well. The offense isn't great, but he's going to be the clear number one. He's going to get most of the targets. Waddle as well. Like he's in a great offense. He's going to be the wide receiver one there. I love that pick
Yeah.
for
I
where I
think
got
Waddle's
him.
your best pick there.
Yeah, and then Tucker Kraft as well. I mean, most people ranked him as the tight end. Every video I watched, it was McBride and Bowers top two, and then it was Loveland and Warren, and then usually the next guy was Tucker Kraft, and I got him so late, like after George Kittle, after Laporta, Fannin, uh, right? Like I got him so late. I think he could be the number one option for the Packers passing game. Like Christian Watson, Jaden Reed, Matthew Golden. None of those names really stand out to me. Tucker Kraft was amazing last season before he got hurt. So as long as he's fine coming off the injury, I did pick Kincaid just in case he's not. So I have him there as a little safety.
Mhm.
And then I have Tootin's backup. If Tootin's just nothing, that could very well be like the case. I have Chuba Hubbard. I also have Tootin's backup if he's anything. And then I just picked Trey Tucker as my last pick. He's the wide receiver one on the Raiders. I think there's a good chance he'll be off my team for someone else on the waivers by like week 2, week 3, but just to have him for now. He dropped 40 one time last year. He's the wide receiver one on the Raiders, so I just
Yeah,
kind of took him there just to throw him in case there was anything. And then I got the Jaguars defense. They're playing the Browns week 1, so obviously I love
that's
that.
awesome.
Yeah. So yeah, I think my team's number 1,
Yeah, your
but
team
that's just me.
overall is just, I don't know. There's just like no flaws really
Yeah,
that I can
I
look
think I
at.
have everything I need. Like I have the upside in Ted McMillan, Tootin, even like Quentin Johnson, I think you could throw in there. I have safe players like James Cook, Javante, London. I think are all very safe,
Mhm.
and then I
Waddle
have
even.
depth too. Yeah, Waddle too, and then I have pretty much 4 receivers I can use whenever I need 4 running backs as well. And I also have Kincaid in case Kraft isn't like 100% right away. Like I think I have so much. I
Yeah.
think I have the best depth in the league. I think I have the best mix of like safety and upside. I don't know. I
Yeah,
think my
I
team's the
agree.
best. I would say maybe I'm biased, but like you're agreeing, so
Yeah. Yeah, it's pretty good. Okay.
yeah, I would agree.
Yeah.
So we could look. These are our final rankings. We went through every team, all 12. We'll see. We'll probably make. I mean, I would assume during the football season we'll make a lot of videos
Yeah.
discussing. We'll keep you guys posted on how the fantasy league is going. Um, but yeah, I think that's kind of it. Do you have
Yeah.
anything else to add?
Nope.
All right. Well, that's going to do it for episode 2 of the Split Screen podcast. Thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure to go down in the description. There's going to be a bunch of links. TikTok, you can follow me on X. That's going to be down there. Discord, any of that. Make sure to go down there. Make sure to like the video if you enjoyed. Comment down below your thoughts on some of our teams. Subscribe to the channel. Turn on the noties to make sure you don't miss whenever we post more. Not only are we going to be having this podcast go for however long we want, we're going to have, I'm going to be continuing to post my like solo videos as well. So make sure to stay tuned for those. That's why it's very important to turn on the noties. Um, but yeah, I think that's all. Did I miss anything?
Nope. I don't think so.
All right. So yeah, that's going to do it. Thank you so much for watching episode 2. And yeah, stay tuned for episode 3. We will see you guys next time.
See ya.